The emergency meeting of the Galactic Council was called with unprecedented urgency. Representatives from 17 advanced civilizations gathered in the great circular chamber, their voices a cacophony of clicks, whistles, and translated speech. At the center of the controversy stood Ambassador James, the only human representative, looking remarkably calm despite being the focus of so much alien attention. Council leader Trell, a tall, crystalline being, raised 4 of his appendages for silence. The chamber quieted immediately. "We have received disturbing footage from Research Station Epsilon," Trell announced, his voice resonating through translation devices across the chamber. "Ambassador James, perhaps you would care to explain what one of your species was doing." The massive holographic display in the center of the chamber flickered to life. The footage showed a human researcher, Dr. Tom according to his name badge, inside what appeared to be a high-security containment facility. Beside him prowled a massive, midnight black creature with 6 legs, each ending in razor-sharp claws. Its elongated head featured multiple rows of teeth and 4 glowing red eyes. Even through the recording, the council members could sense the predatory nature of the beast. It was a Voidraker, the apex predator from the Death World Next 9, responsible for the extinction of 3 separate intelligent species and the deaths of countless space travelers. The Galactic Council had designated the creatures as Class 1 biological hazards after they destroyed an entire research team that had attempted to study them. In the footage, Dr. Tom casually approached the Voidraker. A collective gasp echoed through the council chamber. "Is he insane?" hissed Representative Kix from the Arthropod Collective. "That creature can tear through reinforced durasteel." On the display, Dr. Tom did something that made every alien representative recoil in horror. He extended his hand and gently scratched behind the Voidraker's ear-like sensory organ. More shocking still, the deadly predator leaned into the touch, its previously aggressive posture relaxing as it emitted a rumbling sound not unlike a purr. "What sorcery is this?" demanded Velmar of the Aquatic Alliance, their fins flaring in agitation. "Has your species developed some form of mind control?" Ambassador James cleared his throat. "No mind control, just an understanding of animal behavior." Dr. Tom noticed similarities between the Voidraker and certain predatory mammals from Earth. He hypothesized they might respond similarly to non-threatening gestures. "That's impossible." Council biologist Mep slammed a tentacle on the table. The Voidraker's neural pathways are designed solely for hunting and killing. They cannot be domesticated. The footage continued, showing Dr. Tom sitting cross-legged on the floor while the fearsome predator, a creature responsible for more deaths than any other known species in the galaxy, curled up beside him, practically nuzzling against his lab coat. "Humans," Ambassador James began with a slight smile, "have a long history of domesticating predators. On our world, we live alongside descendants of wolves, big cats, and other carnivores. We've developed instincts for it." "Your species deliberately cohabitates with predators?" asked Representative Ulf, antennae twitching in disbelief. "We call them pets," James replied simply. The council erupted in chaos again. Council leader Trall struggled to restore order. "This behavior endangers the entire research station," Trall finally declared. "We demand the immediate removal of all humans from Epsilon Station before this recklessness spreads." A new voice interrupted the proceedings. "Actually, I believe we should reconsider." It was High Commander Bay of the Defense Coalition, a species known for their tactical prowess. All eyes turned to the usually silent military leader. "For centuries, we've failed to neutralize the Voidraker threat. They've decimated colonies and endangered space travel in 3 sectors. If humans possess some innate ability to communicate with these creatures," Bay's voice trailed off meaningfully. The mood in the chamber shifted. Calculation replaced outrage in many alien eyes. "Ambassador?" Council leader Trall asked slowly, "Would your government consider a joint research initiative focused on Voidraker behavior?" James nodded. "We'd be delighted. Dr. Tom has actually suggested that with proper training, Voidrakers might assist with deep space exploration. Their sensory capabilities far exceed our technology." The footage continued playing, now showing Dr. Tom teaching the massive predator to respond to simple commands. The Voidraker, A creature that had previously been considered nothing more than a perfectly evolved killing machine was sitting patiently, waiting for a treat. Remarkable, whispered someone. In the weeks that followed, specialists from Earth arrived at Epsilon Station. They brought with them centuries of knowledge about animal training, positive reinforcement, and interspecies communication. The galaxy watched in amazement as humans, physically weaker than most spacefaring species, fearlessly worked with creatures 3 times their size and infinitely more dangerous. 6 months later, the first Voidraker scout ships launched. Special vessels piloted by humans with their new partners serving as living detection systems capable of sensing threats in the void that technology couldn't match. The mortality rate in previously dangerous sectors dropped by 80%. At the first anniversary celebration of the Voidraker initiative, Ambassador James delivered a speech that would be remembered throughout the galaxy. Humanity doesn't conquer through force alone. Our greatest strength has always been understanding other species, whether they're from our world or beyond the stars. Sometimes, even the deadliest creatures just need someone to scratch behind their ears. The Galactic Council would never look at humans the same way again.